Hello! I see you've gotten interested in my Jaeger regiment. A Jaeger regiment is a skirmishing rifle company. Their job is to flank with the main infantry and perform enfilades, harass officers, and disrupt artillery. Basically, anything that should be working for the enemy, it's the Jaeger's job, these green guys here, to prevent that from working any longer. Let's take a look at a few things. Number one, positioning. So, Jaegers can afford to be in much wider areas. See how these guys are more spread out? That is called a skirmish formation. You want to make sure there's at least a one-man gap between every person. At least. And whenever you're in a skirmish formation, you would do similar tactics to line formations. You would make ready, present, fire, fix bayonets, etc. You do the same things. You advance, wheel, retreat, all that. But we work differently. Because we're not meant to do normal things. We're a skirmishing unit. We're not just a normal line. So there will come a time where your officer will say scatter, which means spread out. When your officer tells you to scatter, what you do is break formation and then skirmish on your own accord. Let's say there were a bunch of people over there. Officer says scatter, break formation, go to a desirable position. See that guy over there? You would go into a position where he can't easily shoot you and kill him. That simple. And then your officer would tell you to reform, which means you would go to the nearest spot that you either scattered at or a rendezvous point. So you would either go here where you formed up last, or they'd say rendezvous, like a landmark. Example, rendezvous at target range. So you would go there, form up with your officer, and continue with your day. But there is one weakness we have. The main lines. Skirmishing companies tend to have much less people than their normal line. The normal line would have 20 people, usually. But the skirmishing line, at most, might have, like, 10. But we're in GNB, so we have limitations to our teams. But the normal line for bots is within the hundreds. Usually 100 bots per line. That being engineers, infantry, and 3 officers. We also have to worry about artillery, since we don't have barricades to hide behind. Gunshots and artillery are very strong against us. But we have our own little trick. See that cheeky fucker over there? We have range and infinite accuracy. We can hit anyone from anywhere we want and have no repercussions. But let's talk about a tactic. So you may have heard me say enfilade. You're thinking, what's an enfilade? See how these guys are right now? I'm facing them properly. Pretend that's an enemy line. Now, I'm going to go over here. This is an enfilade, where you're perpendicular to your enemy. This allows you to do penetration. Do more damage per shot. It's optimal to do enfilades whenever you want to do as much damage with the littlest amount of shots required. A good enfilade with 3 shots can wipe out half an entire enemy line, which is really good, by the way. Really good. That's about it for these guys. They're much less charge worthy than their mainline brothers. They have their sword bayonets, you know, they can shiv people and all that. But they're not expected to. The sword bayonet is more like a last resort kind of situation. So if you're already having to fix bayonets as a skirmisher, something's gone wrong. That or you have a dumb officer.